DunlopTires.com. Your host for Motorweek, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motorweek. We're glad to have you with us. When Audi announced it would build a production version of its stunning Le Mans Quattro concept car, there were a lot of doubters. Even with its long competition heritage, could VW's luxury car division harness the spirit and soul of an ultra-performance car? Well, we've driven the R8 and that's exactly what they've done. This R8 seamlessly merges outrageous styling and exotic performance with all the luxury that Audi is known for. So hang on for an exhilarating supercar ride. When Audi announced the production of the 2008 R8 supercar, car scribes and internet bloggers went into overdrive. Riders, both expert and non, predicted that it would be little more than a rebadged product from Audi's Italian partner Lamborghini. Well, the R8 is here, and while Audi's first mid-engine car is built in the same factory as the Lamborghini Gallardo, it definitely shows a German pedigree. It starts with Audi's signature super rigid aluminum and magnesium space frame riding on a forged aluminum double wishbone suspension with magnetic adaptive shocks as standard equipment. Contact is made by 5-spoke 19-inch alloy wheels. The rear's a fat 11 inches wide. All are driven by a dry sump version of Audi's 4.2-liter direct injection V8. As in the RS4, output is 420 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque, and it revs to a maximum of 8,250 RPM. All that power is controlled by either a 6-speed manual transmission or our test vehicle's R-tronic sequential shift gearbox with launch control. It allows manual change by console shift and steering wheel mounted paddles as well as full automatic. Final drive is to all four wheels via a Quattro permanent all-wheel drive system. In the R8, it is rear biased with the viscous coupling allowing only about 30% of the power to ever reach the front wheels. But speed is not just a matter of mechanical grunt. Audi engineers also drew on the extensive aerodynamic knowledge gained from the R8's Le Mans winning race car counterpart. The R8's complex interplay of angles and curves is designed to maximize airflow over its all-aluminum body. A power-operated rear spoiler rises automatically at 75 miles per hour to increase rear grip. But the R8 design is as much style as science, with the front end wearing Audi's familiar single-frame drop-jaw grille and bi-xenon headlights framed by LED running lights. The contrasting color side blades emphasize the engine's huge cooling ducts, while the rear end boasts LED taillights and fared-in quad exhaust outlets. But supercars are about speed, and the R8 is fast. 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. While a few ticks slower than the manual, the R-tronic still delivered a rocket sled quarter mile of 13.1 seconds at 112 miles per hour. While the launch is soft, power comes on with a rush at 3,000 RPM. From there, it hammers the R8 down the track, the R-tronic gearbox snapping cleanly and lightning quick through the perfectly spaced ratios. The R8 exhibits typical German refinement and emits a gorgeous roar that will stimulate any supercar fan. Things are less inspiring when less stressed. Part throttle openings of daily driving produce jerky, uneven shifts. Until the single clutch R-tronic is improved, we'll opt for the manual transmission. No complaints about handling, however. The R8 is tight and precise in corners, turning on the proverbial dime with superb balance and no body roll. The rear torque bias minimizes front-end plow, while the electromechanical steering delivers quick response and moderate feedback. The R8's brakes are big disc, of course. They feature powerful 8-piston calipers up front that haul it down from 60 in an average of 113 feet. There's plenty of feel through the pedal and rock-solid stability. As for street ride, it's so compliant you forget you're driving such a special car. All this performance and ability is controlled from a wide 2-seat cockpit with a futuristic driver-centric layout and a flat-bottom steering wheel to ease entry and exit. As expected in a top Audi, interior trim is finally fitted with high-grade leather. And the close-fitting sports seats can be clad in even finer Napa leather for a few grand more. Instruments include a comprehensive analog gauge cluster, while available equipment ranges from navigation to a premium Bang & Olufsen 465-watt sound system. Don't expect to carry much cargo, however, since the huge front hood covers a cargo space that's only good for an overnight bag or two. But you're not buying the Audi R8 to haul cargo, you're buying it to drive. But before you do, you must first part with a minimum of $110,000 for the manual model, add on the R-Tronic sequential gearbox, and the price is $119,000. Pricey? Sure. But in the world of exotic cars, the R8 is a screaming bargain. A few minutes behind the wheel of an R8 will turn any skeptic into a true believer. This is what a head-turning supercar is all about: flash, speed, and exclusivity. The 2008 Audi R8 is an unexpectedly amazing car from an already impressive car company. Coming up, Mazda's Rotary turns 40. From outrageous exotics to fuel